If you think you're going to finish this video thinking the same way you started, you're completely mistaken. Something's going to click inside your mind, and by the time you realize it, you'll already be acting differently, because what I'm about to show you may be exactly what's been holding you back in 2025 without you even knowing it. Imagine for a moment that everything you do today is being automatically blocked so that in the future, you no longer have to worry about unnecessary distractions, energy-draining people, or wrong decisions that pull you away from your dreams. And all of this takes just 7 minutes of your time right now. Sounds too good to be true? Maybe. But think, how many things do you do every day without realizing you're just wasting energy and focus? What if you could block, once and for all, everything that's standing between you and your success in 2025? Most people constantly wonder why they can't move forward, why each year seems to fly by faster, and why nothing ever changes. Have you felt that way? Running full speed yet going nowhere, making new promises at year's end only to find a few months later that everything's the same. That happens because there's a blind spot. Nobody talks about the open doors that let in exactly what keeps us from growing. So today's challenge is this: 7 minutes to lock those doors. 7 minutes to build a mental barrier so strong that when next year arrives, you'll look back and thank yourself for that simple block that changed your life. What's the secret? It all starts with invisible distractions. They're far worse than wasting time on your phone or binge-watching shows. They're the small daily decisions: a yes that should have been a no, a favor you do just to please someone, an invitation you accept so you don't feel left out. All those little things add up. At first it seems harmless. After all, what's wrong with helping out, replying to messages, or joining that new group? But when you tally up every single minute you didn't block, every tiny decision you allowed, it becomes one enormous robbery of your time, focus, energy, and most importantly, your results. Think about the last time you said yes just to avoid upsetting someone, or spent time on something that makes no sense for your goals, simply out of fear of missing out. Lots of people do this every day, and the result is simple: dreams delayed and projects shelved. Worse yet, the feeling of being busy all the time gives you a false sense of productivity. Being busy is noise, chaos, endless to-do lists. Productivity is results, silence, clarity, and purpose. Your biggest mental block needs to start right here. You will only achieve the results you want in 2025 if you permanently block everything that held you back in 2024. Here's a simple analogy: a dam. Water only accumulates and generates power because there's a strong barrier. Without it, the water would simply escape, lose force, and produce no energy. Your attention works the same way. Without blocking distractions, your focus flows out the easiest path, and before you know it, the year is over and you haven't advanced 1 inch. Consider the world's most innovative tech companies. Their secret isn't just knowing how to build things, but knowing how to say no to everything that doesn't matter. They block bad ideas, unnecessary projects, useless meetings, outside opinions, and most importantly, they block the fear of daring. That's how they create something truly new. Now pause for a moment and identify what's draining your energy right now. Maybe that idle browser tab, the WhatsApp group that eats up your time, or a negative thought that keeps dragging you into the past. For each one, mentally build a barrier. Picture an invisible wall rising between you and that distraction. Only then does real transformation begin. And here's the key point: blocking isn't isolating. Many people think it means distancing yourself from everything and everyone. That's not it. Blocking what doesn't serve you creates space for what truly matters. If you say no to 1,000 things, you're saying yes to the few that will change your destiny. That's the secret of those who truly move forward, whatever their field or goal. Let's go deeper. How often have you neglected investing in yourself because you were too busy fixing everyone else's problems, or postponed a personal project because someone else needed your attention? That might be an old belief that helping others is always the top priority, even if it means putting yourself last. But remember, on an airplane, in an emergency, you secure your own oxygen mask first, then help the person next to you. If you don't block what holds you back so you can grow, you won't be able to help anyone in the future. Now think of 3 areas of your life that need more blocking in 2025: time, energy, attention, relationships, social media, work, or even your own self-criticism. Write them down. Then, for each one, decide right now what you will block. It doesn't have to be perfect, it has to be honest. Don't worry about pleasing everyone. Other people's opinions won't pay your bills or bring you peace at the end of the day. Here are some things you can start blocking immediately. Unnecessary notifications, that pessimistic friend who only complains, small tasks that take up time without practical results, groups or conversations that drain your energy, work that adds no value, recurring negative thoughts, self-sabotage, comparing yourself to others, above all, the fear of failing when you try. Also examine your environment. It might seem trivial, but your surroundings hugely influence your ability to block distractions. If you work in a messy space, you begin the day feeling off balance. If your phone is full of blinking alerts, you'll never concentrate. If your social feeds show only bad news or endless comparisons, you'll end up believing you're not enough. That's why you must block even your environment. Organization, cleanliness, and discipline are the keys to real change. Another fundamental skill is learning to say no. It seems simple, but many people spend their lives trying to please everyone, only to end up frustrated. Saying no isn't selfish, it's strategic blocking. You can only say yes to what truly matters when you've blocked everything else without guilt. The fear of displeasing others is a false barrier that must be overcome. Here's a big truth. The people who grow the most aren't those with the most time, but those who know best how to block. Have you ever thought about that? Everyone has the same 24 hours. Why do some people manage to build empires, stay healthy, nurture family and real friendships, and still learn something new? Because their blocks are so efficient day to day that it seems they've gained extra hours when really they just decided what truly matters. Now imagine how your life would feel in 7 minutes if you experienced an enormous peace simply by removing everything that was holding you back. Imagine starting 2025 with clarity, calm, and far more energy because you decided to lock the right doors. The power of blocking lies not only in what you say no to, but mainly in what you choose to say yes to. Without blocks, there's no focus, and without focus, there's no results. There's no secret, no magic formula. Either you keep everything open and watch your life slip away day by day, or you start blocking with courage and chart your own course right now. Over time, you'll see that blocking today is the greatest gift you can give your future self. It ensures you'll reap the fruits of peace, fulfillment, and personal pride, simply because in just 7 minutes, you had the courage to lock away what only delayed your success. Now comes the key moment. Close your eyes and visualize a door. Behind it are all the distractions, everything that holds you back, people who drag you down, useless tasks, negative thoughts, destructive self-criticism. Picture yourself turning the key, locking that door with a strong bolt, and throwing the key away. It's symbolic, but the real impact on your life will be enormous. When you open your eyes, promise yourself to keep that door locked every day throughout 2025. Return to this mental exercise whenever you feel something slipping away. And remember, blocking isn't losing, it's gaining space, energy, willpower, and peace to create everything you truly desire. Now it's your turn to act. Write it down, block it out, eliminate it. Make this simple practice part of your routine, and watch how everything begins to change almost magically. Your energy will return, your productivity will skyrocket, and your opportunities will multiply. If you enjoyed this content and want more practical tips to make 2025 your best year yet, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.